Welcome to this City and Guilds brief video presentation, taking you through the first steps, preparation to teach technicals. Introducing your presenters, Alison Whittle, Post 16 Technical Advisor, and myself, David Pye, Lead Technical Advisor and TA for BSc. Today's agenda includes an introduction to technicals, finding key documents, and next steps. Thank you. I'd now like to hand you over to my colleague, Alison Whittle. Thanks, Alison.
So moving on to technical qualifications. So just a little bit of background for those of you who are new to delivering technical qualifications. They are part of the wider education reforms that were introduced in 2016 in a bid to drive up standards of technical education. They have been recognised as being on a par with GCSEs and A-levels and do carry UCAS points at level 3. So City and Guilds technical qualifications for 14 to 19-year-olds give learners the most up-to-date and relevant technical skills they need to succeed in their chosen career path whilst offering progression opportunities, be that a job, university or an apprenticeship. They are predominantly practical courses that have been designed in consultation with employers and industry bodies to ensure the qualifications are fit for purpose and meet the needs of businesses. I've provided a link on the slide to our frequently asked questions on technical qualifications. This is quite a busy slide, which shows an infographic of all the components that make up a technical qualification for learners at Key Stage 5, age 16 or over. This does not apply to Key Stage 4 technical awards for 14 to 16-year-olds as they have slightly different requirements. So starting from the left with the dark blue banner called Technical Qualifications. Next to this in lighter blue are the components that make up a Key Stage 5 technical qualification. There is a synoptic assignment which is weighted at 60% of the overall grade. This consists of a series of tasks carried out as a controlled assessment. There is a theory exam which is weighted at 40% of the overall grade and consists of a written, or in some subjects it's available as an online exam. Next is the employer involvement component, which Key Stage 5, Level 2 and Level 3 must complete. There is a wealth of information on the website to support centres with this component and examples of how you can evidence the component. Finally, there are the centre assessed optional units, which does not apply to every technical qualification. You can find which technicals have optional units in the relevant qualification handbook. In the last section, in red, is a brief explanation of how each of the components are assessed. So to unpick this a little, both the synoptic and the theory exams are written by City and Guilds, marked by City and Guilds, and contribute to the overall technical qualification grade. The employer involvement requires the centre to arrange suitable employer activities for learners and to submit evidence of these activities being completed to City and Guilds. This does not form part of the overall grade, but it is a requirement of the technical qualification, so the certificate will not be issued without this component being completed. And finally, where there are optional units for some technical qualifications, centres can select which units they want to deliver. City and Guilds will provide the assignments for these units. These will be internally marked by the centres and sampled by City and Guilds. They do not contribute to the overall grade, but again, the qualification and the certificate will not be issued without this component being completed where required.
Finding key documents. The Welcome Pack. This is a key document for all centres and is updated each year. To locate this document, click on the Technicals tab on the City and Guilds homepage. Then click Resources and Support. You'll find the Welcome Pack in the Teaching and Learning accordion. Open up the link to the welcome pack, where you will find all of the key information you need to help plan your delivery, including key dates and technical qualifications, guidance and support, key contacts, information on approvals and moderation, and booking assessments. There are two main pages when searching for information. These are the qualification page, which can be searched in the Sitting Guild website using the qualification title or number. This web page includes handbooks, exam guides, and past papers. The Technicals web page holds much more information, and we'll cover this in more detail in following slides. So firstly, the qualification page. It's a key source of information, and it gives key information on the content to be delivered, the units, assessment specification, and other key information. Prior to completing your curriculum planner, please access and review the qualification handbooks by searching the 4-digit code or the title of the qualification from the search function on the Sitting Guild's website. Alternatively, search the sector area. If you have any issues finding any content, please contact your technical advisor. To deliver the technical qualification, you will need to become familiar with all the documentation. We share various links, but many of the documents you will require can be found from the home page by clicking Technicals on the tab at the top of the Sitting Guild's webpage. If you have access to the internet, you may wish to follow along as we work through. If you need time to find a certain web page or document, please pause the video and resume when you're ready. From this page, you'll see a column on the right-hand side. There are various links to different sections. The one we will become most familiar with will be the Resources and Support section, which can be accessed from more than one area as shown. Here is how the Resources and Support section looks. You will find the latest newsletters, events, recorded webinar links, curriculum planners, which you can use to adapt your support of your own delivery, and various other helpful documents. We'll start with the teaching and learning resources. Here is an example of the drop-down menu. All of these documents will be fully updated for delivery in each year. The current snip on the screen is an example of where you will find various resources. Take a moment to have a glance at these documents. If you have access to a computer or device on the internet, you may wish to take some time to download and print some of these resources. We're going to take a little bit more of a look at these in the following slides. Following on from the previous screen, you can see here how each document will look. Each booklet is reviewed and updated each year if required. This slide shows the welcome pack, the timetables, updated each year, and the contact update form. Please ensure you complete this with contact details of staff to ensure you will receive timely updates throughout the academic year. Here we can see some of the further documents. So the first one is Teaching, Learning and Assessment, a very good guide for more detailed information. If you're not sure how to book the assessments, we also have a guide talking you through that. For more information on employer involvement and what is allowed and what is permitted and what is seen as meaningful, please access that centre guidance. And finally, marking and moderation, which is really helpful when marking the synoptics. Some further free resources to support delivery is the uploading of evidence, such as the synoptics and the observer reports, and uploading of evidence for employer involvement, which is done through the planner and tracker, which is available from the resources section. A key part of Key Stage 5 qualifications is the employer involvement. If you're not familiar with the requirements, please review the Employer Involvement Guide for more details. The guide will provide examples of what the DFE consider meaningful involvement to help support providers. These are things such as work experience, projects, assessments, guest lectures, and so on. I'd now like to pass you back over to my colleague, Alison. Thank you, Alison.
There have been changes to our Key Stage 4 Technical Awards for new learners starting in September 2022. So rather than go through all of these changes in this presentation, I've included links to the documents which explain all of these changes and advise centres to go to the Key Stage 4 accordion on the website shown on this screenshot, where there is a section on the website providing all of this information. The checklist shows key dates for registrations, booking dates for exams, employer involvement, and the booking window for synoptic assessments, along with all of the associated deadlines. A fully updated version of this checklist will be available in September 2022. We have produced a one-year editable curriculum planner for centres with key dates that you need to plan your delivery. These are fully adaptable planners to aid delivery, so tutors can plan delivery of each unit and include revision sessions, employer involvement, and keep an eye on those important exam series dates. Under the Resources and Support tab, there is a banner called Technical Onboarding, where you can download an editable version of this curriculum planner and tailor it to suit your own delivery programs. It is set out to follow an academic teaching year. Holiday dates have already been removed from teaching weeks. However, there will be regional differences, which is why the planner is completely editable. Please remember that all of the key dates for exams and dates for submitting evidence that are already on this curriculum planner for 2022 and 2023 must not be changed. So what do you need to do next? The first thing is to locate and review the key documents we have already identified in this presentation, as this will help you prepare delivery. Then contact your technical advisor. You can see there is a link there under technical advisors. And when you open this link, you will see a list of the technical advisors and which sectors they work in, including their contact details. Look out for any sector-specific webinars, such as Delivering an Effective Technical, which will be coming in the autumn. And these webinars will cover qualification handbook details and information, unit delivery and how to use the adaptable curriculum planners if you've not delivered technicals before, formative assessment using some past papers and sample papers, exam guide and specifications relevant to your subject area, synoptics, how to prepare your learners for synoptic assessments, employer involvement advice at sector level, standardisation information, and moderation information and contact details. So these webinars may be delivered online via recorded webinar or live, or where appropriate in regional networks by technical advisors who are subject experts, and these will be sector specific. Please ensure that you have updated your contact details using the link provided to ensure you receive alerts, updates and booking details for these webinars. There will be an opportunity for question and answers in the live webinars, and these will be followed up with a copy of the slides and the recording. The Technicals Quality Team can help with any inquiries regarding technical qualifications and can signpost you to any information or support you require with registrations, qualification approvals, walled garden and much more. They will be your first point of contact for any generic inquiries that are not sector specific. So again, please use the link provided to ensure we have your latest contact details so you and your team receive the information you need. So this just leaves us to say thank you for listening. We hope this has been helpful. So take care and keep well.